G'day folks, look at this, I'm up in the hills. I am literally in the middle of nowhere up here at the moment, okay? I'm right up on a dirt track in the back sticks. There's a little bit of a creek running through here, and I know there's a couple of big waterfalls downstream on this creek, so I just know that the trout can't swim up past them waterfalls. So I'm going to try and catch a native fish, a mountain galaxid, galaxia. Battlestar Galactica, I don't know, we're going to catch a mountain galax something, probably a galaxia, and I'm going to catch it on a fly rod. How much fun is this going to be? I've got a Royal Stimulator on top, because a Royal Stimulator is the only fly that I ever use that I can catch trout with consistently, because when it comes to fly fishing, I make a good forklift driver. And I've got a little brown bead-headed nymph. I don't know whether the camera's picking that up or not. Very, very small, because if I catch a mountain galaxid, it's going to be very, very small. Don't expect to see any fancy parachute cast, roll cast, underarm cast, underleg cast, over the back cast, doggy style cast, I don't know what you call them. But I'm just going to lay that in. The nymph is only 4 inches below the stimulator. Why is that? I'll tell you. Because I'm going fly fishing on a little creek just over there after I finished here. And it's only a little creek and it's quite shallow, and if I have the nymph hanging too far below the stimulator, it'll just keep catching the rocks all the time and pulling the stimulator down. I'll be striking thinking a trout's pulled it under, and I'll be snapping the line and catching rocks, and it'll just all turn to shit. But putting it under a little bit, it'll float through the reasonably shallow water, and when that disappears, I'll hook a fish. But for now, I'm going to cast this into this little patch of water under here. There's a nice little culvert, little hole below this culvert, and I'm just going to see if I can catch a native galaxia, fish, I don't know, native mountain galaxia. I think a galaxia, I think they're a galaxid, but if there's two they become galaxia. Just like tree becomes trees, or dog becomes dogs, or fish become fish, and sheep become sheep. It's a plural. I think galaxia is plural for galaxid. I don't know much about it. Let's see if I can go and catch one. Oh, I'll tell you what, this is what fishing's all about, folks. I'm having a blast. I haven't even got the line wet yet and I'm having fun. Isn't that what it's all about? I've come up here to this natural environment, nice and peaceful. I've had Metallica blaring full bore on the car stereo as I come down this hill. I've just turned it down before I got here so I don't scare my galaxy fish. And now I'm going to go out and I'm going to see if I can catch one on the fly rod. Let's just go dabble it under there, see if it takes it. Let's see how I go. Too much fun. You're all awesome, you know that. Huh. Oh God, there's a massive big crayfish down there. I thought I had one then for a minute. I can't strike properly, I'm going to catch the trees like that. They're certainly here, there's no doubt about that. This waterway is full of these little galaxids. I've just now had one try and pull my bloody nymph away. They're hitting the stimulator, not the nymph. There we go, look at that. There we have it, folks, if I can get it out. A weeny little mountain galaxid caught on the fly. He's just fallen off. A tiny weeny little mountain galaxid caught on the fly on the little bead-headed nymph.